In this lesson, we'll use association methods to simplify business logic. Now that we have associations set up, we can use a lot of association methods that are automatically generated for us by Rails. One of the simplest benefits of associations is for database querying. We often set up our API with the relationships of our models in mind, with routes like this. This route would list all the books of a specific author. We don't have any book IDs, we have an author ID. It makes sense to query for the author in this case. We might also want to be able to list all the books we have, regardless of the author, or get an author from a specific book. Let's look at how we might implement each of these actions without associations. Now, by using associations, we've declared the relationship between our models. This will help us further simplify the query in our controller and better utilize the ID param we already have. We can now avoid looking through all of the books and selecting those with a specific author ID, or first getting a book and using its author ID to find an author. Rails does that for us. This makes queries a little cleaner and more direct. It's even nicer when the query involved has a has many through association. If we want to create a new book with an existing author, we might have to perform something like this. We are explicitly setting the author ID here. This isn't too bad, but we already have the author at this point. It would be nice to just let Rails handle that, and we can by using the association methods like build and create. Here, we don't have to worry about ensuring the ID is set correctly because we're building the book off of the author's books association. Rails will automatically connect the author's ID to the book when we build and then save it. This next section you'll need to do on your own. I've given you the starting state of our books controller and our authors controller. These starting state queries are under the assumption that we haven't set up the proper belongs to and has many associations in our book and author models. Assuming we change our models to use the proper associations, modify the controllers to utilize the associations in your queries. Given this next set of code, modify it to use the model association and avoid having to pass in the author ID property.